It's a matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Redskins take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch the slant. Let's 57. 57's mine. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Go. Watch it.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Release it. 57. Mike 57. I'm coming.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike's 57.
Go.
Let's do.
Smith. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
57's the Mike.
Hey. Get it.
3rd and long. It's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
We go tonight. 20.
Here we go, Strong left. Strong left.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Sam on.
SOS.
There.
SOS. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Go.
They'll run here with Eckler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9. Goff on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood!
57's Mike. Mike 57. Check. 57. Mike.
Hey! Step!
Out of the gun, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Come on, set!
46-yard line.
70, Indy!
They'll go draw play. Smith gives to Geis. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Watch the run.
Hey, exit!
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, check 24.
Look, squeeze!
Watch the safety creep. He's coming.
Defense!
From just shy of midfield, Smith. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Smith hands off to Geis. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, wahoo!
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Ready?
On third down, Smith. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 to Thompson on the draw. He's got the first down inside the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Switch, switch, switch.
X3, 218, chop it.
Hey, watch out.
Again, Geis. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering,
Todd Gurley, and his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 40. 5-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Smith now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready?
Ready?
Super.
Bring it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From the end zone, Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And all the way to the opposite 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, Charlie.
First and 10 at the 45.
You're out.
You ain't doing nothing today. You
Hard.
slam. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, shoot.
Smith on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, Delta.
57 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Get it.
Here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
It's a gain of 29. And the Washington Redskins first down.
Come on, set. 50, play.
You go,
Hey, Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's pick it up.
Ready?
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Let's get it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Now gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ready?
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's Mike.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Go.
To throw again. Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
57's the Mike. Block 57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Smith on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Taking it about the 16.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
51's the Mike. Let's go, D. Big shit.
Shell, you won. Shell.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, check.
Here's Gone. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 13, check 13. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey. Jester, Jester, Jester.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Banjo, banjo, banjo. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm the crowd. Check pass, check pass. 4 down.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Smith. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A gain of a yard. brings up second and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Shell.
Come on, QB, come on. Wide, get wide.
25, check 25, check 25.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
51's the mic. Push him back.
3rd and long. It's gone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
I got wide.
Smith.
Now Smith going to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's checking. Crash. Motion.
It's Eckler again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
57.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't
contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. On first down, this is Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go deep. Hey, dude. Let's go deep. Now.
On first down, it's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
On the ball. Check motion man.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Eckler. And some space here. 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Austin Eckler, 44 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.